Hey guys, Mediocre Fire here. Just wanted to do a quick video on how to use a glass breaker. Of course, I've got one on my assist. It's a little hard to see, but I've got a pane of glass on here. So, I don't know, there's a thing with glass breakers, you don't just go and whack it. You'd probably stick your hand through a window. Of course, this isn't tempered glass, but doing my best here. So, first thing, you shouldn't do this without gloves. That's really kind of obvious. You can put your hand through a window, you can cut yourself. I mean, unless it's an emergency situation. But out on work, we are required to have eye protection and gloves and protective clothing when we break glass. So, of course, ANSI Z81, if I'm not mistaken, you know, just approved safety eyewear. Just leather gloves. Generally, I couldn't find my I left my nice extrication gloves at work, so you guys will have to deal with. But these'll do better than nothing rather. And you don't just whack at the glass either. You don't just go and whack at it. I probably just said that, but yeah. Anyhow, if you don't know what this knife is, Spyderco Assist, carbide glass breaking tip that comes out of the bottom. So yeah, so you put your hand up on the window. Imagine this is a car. You put your hand up on the window. This is so you go towards the corner of the window. Of course, car glass, except for windshields, is tempered glass. So it's gonna first hit is gonna shatter. This one's not gonna shatter the same way. It's gonna be bigger pieces instead of just little tiny micro chunks. But so first thing, you break it towards the corner of the window. You don't need to go right in the center. Oh, sorry, hit my tripod here. You put your hand on the side of the car. This is so you don't, once you break the window, you don't just drive your whole hand through the car, the window, the broken glass. There's going to be sharp edges. You don't want to cut yourself. Even with leather gloves, you can slice right through them with glass because it can be razor sharp. So, corner of the window, and you're going to hit with your other hand just like that. So it kind of stops and rests against the hand that's on the window. And of course you yell out breaking glass. This is so whoever's in the car knows, whoever's around you knows. But yeah, so breaking glass, and of course it doesn't always work the first time like that. You might have to take a couple whacks. Breaking glass. There you go. You've broken a window. Of course, this isn't tempered glass. As you can see, it breaks off in really big panes that can cut. But yeah, you just even car windows with little tiny pieces, they can slice right through you. And of course, with windshields, it's going to be different. You have two layers. It's two plies of glass with some plastic in between, so they are completely different to break. You can crack one of the outer layers, but you really need a specialty tool like one of the hydraulic cutters to make it through there. But yeah, hey guys, forgot to mention a couple other things. I was talking about things that primarily apply for impact sort of glass breakers. This is a CRKT Mac 1. It's got it's got the carbide glass breaking point on it. You really have to hit hard with these things. You can't just tap it. You really have to put a lot of strength behind the whack. That's just pretty much the impact ones. They do make spring-loaded glass breakers where it's just, I think the metal punch kind. It's just about 5 inches long. It's got a metal point, and with those things, you break it in the same way. You put it in the corner of the window. You put your hand there, and you push. You have it's kind of pen shaped. So for purposes, I'm going to use a pen just to demonstrate. Of course, it's not going to be a pen, but you put it in the corner of the window. Your hand on the corner of the window, and you're going to push. So if and when your glass breaker does break the window, your hand stops the hand holding the glass breaker from pushing all the way through. So yeah, that's how you use the spring-loaded glass breakers. Of course, you've got the push ones, then you've got the other ones where you hold the tip. There's a glass breaking tip, and on the back there's a big spring which you pull back on, and you let go, and it snaps, and the force from the spring compressing back on itself creates enough of a shock to break glass. So for that thing, you don't really need to put your hand there, since you're not really pushing. You're just holding a point, pulling back and letting go, and it snaps. So yeah, just a quick note, you know, all glass breakers work the same. There's not one that works better than the other. It's just personal preference. My preference, of course, is this one, since it does have a knife attached to the glass breaker. It's pretty useful. I'll do a review later on the Spyderco Assist. I have done a review on this Mac 1. But yeah, again, thanks for watching, and have a great day.